Morning fellas, welcome back to Villa on Tour. Only joking. Embarrassingly, I'm a nearly 40-year-old man who's attempting to do some kind of vlog today. So I'm just walking to the station now because I'm working for TalkSport today, so I'm doing Max and Barry's warm-up show for an hour I think, previewing the Premier League action, last day action, and then I'm on to the goal show on YouTube where you could possibly see me lose my mind completely. And I'm also watching the Villa game next to a Chelsea fan, my friend Quaker, who'll be watching the Chelsea game, so it's going to be a day full of twists and turns. So I thought I'd attempt to vlog it. Just in the green room now. I can't even say it right, that's how celebrity I am. The green room now. Just going to chill on this sofa before I go on. I think because I'm working, I don't think I'm computing how important today is and you know how big this game is, and Villa have had tons of big games over the last 5 or 6 years, but this is up there with all of them, because if we get business done today and results go our way, another season in the Champions League is absolutely huge in terms of the revenue that drives, you know, what we'll be able to do in the summer. You know, it's going to be a day full of emotion, full of ups and downs. You know, I could cry on air today potentially, which wouldn't be great. It'd be good for YouTube numbers, I imagine, but wouldn't be great for me. And you know, if he's celebrating at the end that Chelsea have got Champions League and I'm not, it's going to be completely devastating.
Baffled by your lack of confidence in Aston Villa's ability to beat Manchester United.
I'm just scarred. It's like 2 in 29 years. He's not good, Barry. He's not good. Like I say, you've not seen what I've seen. You don't know. You can't possibly begin to understand.
You weren't there, man.
Enjoy the goal show.
I'll be honest, I'm not really a neutral because I'm a middle-aged man who never tires of seeing Manchester United do badly because of all the success they had back in the 90s. I think Villa will win this game extremely comfortably, and if they don't, then they don't deserve to be in the Champions League next season, because Manchester United are in absolute shambles at the minute, and you know, if you have to beat them, you can't not beat them.
And if we don't, I'm going to blame Barry for his overconfidence.
And what's happened at Old Trafford down Bardell?
Again, Manchester United getting down the sides, getting down the flanks, and it's been a pullback to Ahmad. I honestly, genuinely thought that nestled in the back of the net. Hoyland missed the header. Ahmad had to react quickly. Villa have got to sort themselves out here because Manchester United had 3 or 4.
They're all over you, Dan. They're all over you.
Yeah, well, this is what I said to you. There's no givens. There's no gimmies. No. You sitting here saying it's a gimme. Villa can't play at Old Trafford. They just cannot do it.
United got to score.
Oh no!
Jeez.
United have got to score.
How have we got away with that?
You've got away with that one.
This is a joke. I was with Max and Barry this morning. I said Manchester United don't take anything for granted. 2 wins in 29 years at Old Trafford, and they've turned up like I don't know, Barcelona in the 70s, 80s, or whoever, Brazil in the 70s. What's happening here? I think you've just got to let the player carry on there. You've got to go through.
So Matty Cash has the ball. He comes into his own half. He sells it short. Hoyland takes it past.
There's a red card all day. Maybe he's going away from goal. Maybe we'll get lucky and get away from it. But my initial
is
reaction
he going away from goal? And do they take into account it's Rasmus Hoyland?
You've got to get out of the way somehow. There's no point risking a red card. You take going a goal down.
Confirmation red card has been sent off.
Yeah. Last game of the season, I said to you anything can happen. Stoppage time at the end of the first half. Villa have had an awful first half, and it's compounded now by the goalkeeper getting sent off. Why has he gone away?
Why has he gone away? He's offside.
Confirmation of that Everton goal.
I need subbing out. You need to get Abby here or get Jack the Newcastle fan in here now. I need subbing out. This is too much. It's the hope that kills you as well. Because now I'm thinking, we're in fifth.
Bayern this messed up.
Oh no!
He's given a foul.
Of course he has.
He's given a foul. Morgan Rogers has the ball in the back of the net at Old Trafford. The goal's been disallowed.
There's no foul.
Villa players.
There's no foul there. There is no foul. It's out possession.
I agree.
It's out possession.
No,
that's
why?
a goal.
Goalkeeper by India tries to collect it.
That's a goal.
Rogers gets there and scores. Does he have control of the ball?
No, he doesn't. He does. Look at it here. Doesn't have control of the ball.
I agree with you.
Doesn't have control.
That should be a goal in my opinion.
Can't be given.
That should be a goal in my opinion.
That'll be given. That'll be given the goal.
No, but it depends when he blows the whistle. When did the whistle blow? If he blows the whistle as he did it, there's nothing that you can be done about it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
If he's going to the screen,
the referee is jogging somewhere.
No way.
He said no goal.
No way.
What?
No way is he not given that.
That wasn't given. That wasn't given.
No goal.
No way.
Literally, what's the point of football?
No
goal.
way.
What is the point of football?
No way. That's a bad
literally
decision.
ludicrous. Literally ludicrous, that is.
That's a bad decision. I'm sorry, Dan. That's a bad decision.
How?
Yeah.
What have VAR doing in that
Yeah.
stupid little room?
Yeah,
what have they even seen to think that doesn't need looking at?
It goes from bad to worse for Aston Villa, who thought they were leading by a goal to nil. And it's Amad Diallo who has given Manchester United the lead. Man United won, Aston Villa nil.
The stakes are too high for mistakes like this to happen in Premier League football. VAR has been brought in to eradicate stuff like that, and time after time it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. It's not fit for purpose. Absolutely pointless it being here. All it's done is added another layer of confusion. The people that are running it are a joke. The people that work behind the scenes are a joke. The refs are a joke. That is what we've just seen in the last 5 minutes. Is absolutely ludicrous. This could be a penalty here as well. It's Manchester United, there's every chance. Yeah, here we go. He's
given a penalty.
He's been persuaded to give it, the referee, of course.
Eriksson Violson, he scores. He goes down the middle and he scores, and that's Man United 2, Aston Villa 0. Dan Bardell. It literally couldn't have gone any worse for Aston Villa today.
Game over. You can accept losing, and you can accept. Like Villa had won today and finished outside the top 5. You come away from it trying to be moderately positive about it. I can't be positive about this for all kinds of reasons. Complete no-show from Villa. Manchester United are hopeless, yet once again they've managed to beat us at Old Trafford. But my word, they have had some serious help from the officials to get themselves on their way, because they should have been 1-0 down, and it's not even a good penalty. They should have been 1-0 down in the first place. Right, that's a really difficult one, and one that's probably going to hurt us for a long time, one that we're probably going to sit there and watch the other teams in the Champions League next season and think it should have been us. I'm not going to try and dress up the performance and say it was good. We were absolutely rubbish today, you know, the second time in the last few months where it's been a really big occasion, and we've not turned up, and we've not done ourselves justice at all, because Aston Villa Football Club under Unai Emery and these players are a lot better than what they've shown out there. But you know, however bad we were, nothing will compare to what that referee has done today. Thomas Bramwell, it's a disgraceful bit of refereeing. It's a £100 million decision. You know, at the time of that decision, it's 0-0. Yes, Villa have got 10 men. Emi Martinez should have been sent off, and later on I think it was a penalty as well. So the referees made 2 correct decisions there in Manchester United's favour. But chalking off that goal and blowing his whistle when he did is unforgivable. I think he's not the right referee for that kind of occasion. He's not got enough on his CV to justify refereeing a game of that magnitude that means that much. I've not looked at all the distribution of referees across the 10 games this weekend, but our level, there was probably more experienced referees refereeing games that had absolutely nothing riding on them, whereas ours had so much riding on it today. It's an abhorrent decision, and I'm disgusted by it. And Villa are now in the Europa League, which I think as time goes on, you know, will be an exciting thing next season, going for a trophy and having 2 avenues in the Champions League. But we all wanted to be in the Champions League next season again, and we're not going to be there. And it's hard not to look past that refereeing decision, despite the complete no-show from the players today. It wasn't a good performance. John McGinn said as much in his post-match interview. So it's bewildering. It's upsetting. As I say, it's going to take a lot of time to recover from that and that bad feeling. And I think it was already going to be a little bit of an uncertain summer, and now it's an uncertain summer without Champions League football. You do wonder, you know, how many players are we going to have to sell, because the PSR rules aren't built to help clubs like us that are trying to make their way honestly, like we are, and disrupt the big teams. And we've done that. But there is something wrong with this club when it comes to going to Manchester United. We just can't do it. I had a feeling all day, again, a little bit like when I walked into Wembley. I had a bad feeling. As soon as I woke up this morning, I didn't feel great about it. You know, I've done my stuff on TalkSport both this morning and this afternoon, and everyone's telling me, it's Manchester United, they're rubbish. Don't matter. Villa can't go there and get business done, and it's exactly what's happened today. And every time we go there, something stupid happens. And the game was set at 0-0. We'd have gone 1-0 up. We were playing up appallingly, obviously. We were down to 10 men. But a draw would have probably been enough, you know, all things in to get top 5 and get Champions League football again. To go 1-0 up in that game is absolutely crucial and absolutely pivotal, and it's been taken away from us. And lo and behold, we concede 2 minutes later. You know, and I've completely lost my head on air on TalkSport. I'm quite a calm and composed guy when it comes to football, but I've got to admit, patience was tested today. Completely lost it, and I'm just so upset that 38 game season has come down to today. And it's hard not to feel robbed we've got other things to look back on as well, you know, games that we haven't done the business in, not beating Ipswich, not beating Manchester United, you know, other games that we've let go, and, you know, there's games we've won as well that maybe we shouldn't have done, you know, that happened through a season. But to not get top 5 on goal difference, to get knocked out of the FA Cup semi-finals, to be plucky against PSG and go out of the Champions League, which I'm still so proud of, but inevitably you do feel a little bit like a nearly team. You know, next season we'll go again, to sound like Paul Lambert. Hopefully it can be different, but at the moment it's so raw and so upsetting. And, you know, I'll do a proper show tomorrow. I'm going to do a proper show with Rollo, a proper podcast, but at the moment it's hard to feel reasonable as Villa fans, because you do feel like it's completely unjustified. And as bad as we were, you know, it's refereeing that's cost us ultimately today. Thomas Bramall, hang your head in shame. I'm gutted. Got to drive home now, 2.5 hours, so that'll be fun thinking about that for the next 2.5 hours. But hopefully in some way you've enjoyed this content. Not sure what I'm trying to do with it, but yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed it in some way. And yeah, I would say keep the faith and stuff, but it's really hard at the moment. But I will say, up the Villa, stick together, still a fantastic team, still a fantastic group of players, and an unbelievable manager and coaching staff. You know, sometimes things like this, they do make you, and you do come back stronger the next season. You learn things. Hopefully we've learned something from this season, and we have a season where we go all the way in something next season, and we get that success that we deserve as Villa fans. Don't know what else to say. Up the Villa.